Hello, Teresa here, and let me get started. From California, still living in California. We live in Gardena. I am the mother of four boys, four young men, and this is my last IS class. I've done the other three. I have one more year at Fuller. I hope to receive my master's in 2020. I am the associate pastor at the Rose of Sharon AME Church in Norwalk, California. I am an ordained itinerant deacon, and after receiving my master's, I will receive elder's orders. What else? Let's see. Published author. I have a book on Amazon.com, a book of poetry and short stories entitled In the Stillness, Quiet Moments of Aha Reflection, under the name of Teresa McKinney Lawrence. I also do a Saturday morning call-in prayer time at 7:30 each Saturday morning for Rose of Sharon. I believe in the power of prayer. Let's see. Okay, so for the questions, the bullet points. God's mission, for my understanding, is one of connection. For us to be obedient to God's law through connection, through loving God and loving each other and loving ourselves. I have come to the understanding that there are some that can't spend a moment just by themselves because they don't love themselves. If you don't love yourself, how can you expect others to love you? So it is God's mission that we treat life as the gift that God intended it to be, and to love each other, accepting of all the great varieties that God places within each one of us. And it's the Christian missions to go out and be about that, be about embracing each other and embracing others no matter what, to reach out. Sometimes humankind can develop cliques. I'm also a teacher, and I see this on the schoolyard. Can develop cliques even within the walls of the church. I know with the advancement of technology, we have gone so far, but sometimes I wonder if that is a hindrance, because before cell phones and before social media, before the quickness that negative messages can be placed out there, people used to talk to each other. We didn't move in a mode of fear, generalizing what we see on the news, that a certain culture or a certain race committed a crime, and then it becomes a generalization across the board where people are moving in fear and saying that race committed this crime, so I must fear them, or I must hate them, without talking and getting to know people just across the board. And it is the church's mission to be that vehicle, to start, to be that point person that reaches out to anyone and everyone and says, I see you and I care about you. How did I get to this point? My brother committed suicide, and I went through a bit of depression, not just based on that, but just in life. And at one point, I didn't feel like anyone was connecting with me. I didn't feel like there was that love that was just going across the board. And just being an observer of life in general, and seeing people in a mode of becoming invisible. We shouldn't allow that. And I believe that's how God began to move me. God placed a lot of creative gifts in me, and one is of storytelling. And we all have stories to tell, and there are stories for us to hear. But if we're not willing to say them, if we don't think enough of ourselves to share our stories, then the connection, the ultimate mission of God, isn't done. By sharing our stories, then we are giving a mode of hope, a seed, planting a seed of hope to each other based on that ultimate connection that I feel is a part of God's mission. And here at Fuller, I came to Fuller to grow in my storytelling, to grow in my understanding of God's mission, actually. And I have found that I have hit aha moments here at Fuller. I have had classes that really have caused me to grow spiritually. Ooh, I'm way over. So, sorry. That's my thoughts in a nutshell. Bye-bye.